Now let's talk about some cool ways to use the currency strength indicator. And here are just a few ideas to get you going. Let's start with the simple ones. When one currency is at the top of the indicator, strong in other words, and another at the bottom, this is a great pair to check out on the chart. Here, you're using the indicator to filter out pairs and highlight the pair with the lowest risk. So that's when the currencies are at extremes. But what about when they're crossing in the middle? One is rising and the other falling. Another great way to use the indicator. The trend here is underway, and even though you're getting in a little later, you can still catch some of the move. So two simple ways to highlight a solid trade using the indicator. One approach gets you in early, the other a little later. Now think about this for a moment. If the currency strength indicator is good enough to get you in, then it's good enough to get you out too. It makes sense when you think about it. Suppose you buy the euro when it's at the bottom and sell the dollar when it's at the top. So you're long the euro dollar. Time passes and the euro is now at the top, overbought, and the US dollar is at the bottom, oversold. What's the indicator telling us now? Yup, you've guessed it. It's time to exit. It's just so simple. Now here's yet another way to use it, in multiple time frames. After all, if the currency is rising in a series of time frames, then you're going to be trading with the longer term trend of that currency. It's common sense, really, and that means one thing, that the risk on the trade is ultra low as you're trading with the trend across the time frames. You're trading with the flow. You're swimming with the tide and not against it. And to go back to our surfing analogy, you're on a big wave, not a small one. And here's another idea, and one that's often forgotten. The currency strength indicator will keep you out of congested markets. These are dangerous places, and the indicator sends you a big red flag signal. If all the currency lines are bunching in the middle, then the markets are going nowhere. It's a don't trade signal. Wow, and all from one indicator. But there's more. It even makes the T. No, it doesn't really. I'm just kidding. Trust me. Now, where were we? Finally, when two currencies are moving in parallel, rising or falling together, then that currency pair is probably moving sideways and maybe waiting for some news. So another strong stay out signal for the pair. So what are you waiting for? Go and grab your multitasking, all singing, all dancing currency strength indicator now and personalize your trading today.